Ted, thank you. Las Vegas, to people who do not live here, it's a name when said makes people smile often. It's a place international tourists have right on the top of their bucket list.
But for those of us who do live here, we're very proud, but also know the misconceptions. 8 News Now anchor Ozzy Mora with the two views that make it hard for some to see eye to eye.
I'm feeling alright, gonna let it all hang out.
Shania Twain singing about exactly what many people come to do on the Las Vegas Strip. Just let loose. A melting pot of shows, gambling, fine dining, and nightlife. But beyond the Strip, there's a camaraderie of locals who feel forgotten.
Do you avoid the Strip at all costs?
Pretty much, unless there's something that I have to absolutely see. It's just not your everyday go-to anymore.
Jacqueline Cooper tells me it's just not how it used to be. Her safe space is inside these four walls in Henderson.
Population growth is probably the most glaring problem. It was very neighborly and stable. And over the last 15 years, it's boomed.
It's boomed so much that in 2010, Clark County was home to less than 2 million people. As of last year, more than 2.33 million made it their home. In the last year, we welcomed about 127,000 new residents to the Silver State.
Cheers. Cheers. I miss going to the pools on Locals Day. And being able to swim.
Cheering to memories on the Strip. Cooper's longtime friend Kristen Downing lived here about 10 years ago. She wants to move back, but she's priced out.
You have to pay for everything.
And now paying for parking.
I remember valeting at the Caesar Forum shops. I had a Cavalier. Pulled up and valeted my sunburst orange Cavalier at the Palms, at Caesar Forum shops, no shame.
They used to have locals nights.
Jacqueline tells me the Strip used to be a playground for locals where you could be walking on the Strip, scroll online, and instantly find endless local discounts. That's not the case anymore.
So I went for a ride down the Strip in this white van to learn how we got to this point.
It's a sporting town. That's what it's becoming.
And then the unavoidable.
I thought we highlighted the new Nevada state bird.
Yeah.
The orange.
Yeah.
The orange
So much construction.
That's Adam Flowers, and right next to me is Dick Feeney. Both are founders of Vegas Specialty Tours.
Join us for the Vegas Mob Tour.
A tour taking tourists and locals back to the 40s and 50s, highlighting those responsible for a good chunk of the resorts we know of, the mob.
Benjamin Siegel was born in 1906 in Williamsburg, New York.
Also known as Bugsy, an American mobster and the driving force behind the Las Vegas Strip.
You aren't in Vegas till you're north of Sahara Avenue. Strat Tower, Fremont Street, downtown, that's Vegas.
And then the iconic resort, the Flamingo. Bugsy opened it in 1946. It's the third casino to make it on the Strip. The Strip began to develop in 1941.
All the casinos were set back off the Strip.
You mean the entrance of the Strip?
The entrance, yeah. They were. So you drive in a long driveway.
The Mirage being the best example of how casinos looked years back.
And mind you, you could pull into a hotel from the street and park in front.
Michael Green is a Las Vegas historian. He's street and book smart.
Have you read all the books, Bob?
I've read a few.
A few detailing the evolution of the Strip, which some used to call the wilderness.
Originally, the Strip was far out of town to a lot of people, but it was an easier place to visit.
But visiting, like so many other things, now costs more than ever.
If you balance inflation, it was cheaper, but I think it was less glorious than a lot of them thought at the time.
And in the meantime, the revenue stream for Las Vegas has reversed. Green says money came from 2/3 of gambling and 1/3 everything else, food and entertainment. Not anymore.
When someone asks me if Las Vegas has changed for better or for worse, I always say yes.
Because there's better and there's worse. No matter where you live, it just depends on who you ask.
I still love Vegas. I know this seems like a slam session. It's not.
I would just like to see them kind of focus on locals again.
As for those two local tour guides,
We come a long, long way in a short time.
Las Vegas is growing, and now it's dealing with the growing pains. Ozzy Mora, 8 News Now.